Hi guys, it's Mama. Hey, so I have another haul for you, and I've had this one a while and I just have not recorded the haul video for it. Part of it is from the library and part of it is from my local Goodwill. Well, one of my local Goodwills. I have 3 or 4 local Goodwills, but okay, I'm going to start with the library. Now, my local library has a bin full of free items that I just came in from outside, so I'm a hot mess, but that's okay. They have a bin of free items, and there's crafting items in there, and there's other items in there, and there's stationery items in there, and we all know I'm a office supply junkie. So these were in there, and these are the little tiny little tea lights. You put your tea light in there, and I'm going to open my window. Hold on. There we go. That's better. You put your tiny little tea light in there, and then it just looks pretty, and you can put your oil in here, and it'll melt. Well, they had a blue one, and a brown and tan one, and then they had 2 that were in boxes. They had this brown one, which is really cool. It's got the speckles and everything on it in the box. And then they had this one in the box, which is very similar to the other one, but just a little bit different. So I figured I've got 4 different kinds and 2 are in the boxes. So I thought I would sell them all together as a lot for, oh, probably $12.99 I'll list them for. So not too bad, $12.99. Best offer. If I get $10 out of it, that'd be great. If I get $8 out of it, that would be great. They were free. Completely free. So I have those. And then I picked up a bunch more of these window sticker paints. Remember the last haul that I posted? I had some of these. And the guys didn't want them for their car to decorate when they go to the Spartans games. So I'm just going to sell them. But they had more of them. Sealed. This one's not sealed, but it's not been used. So it's clearly not been used. So I'll sell this as new too. But I got 2, 4, 6 more of these. And I'll sell these all in one lot. Or I might break them up into lots of maybe 6, something like that, 2 lots of 6. But those were free too. You can't beat free, right? And I asked the lady, I said, is it, you know, are those items down there for kids, you know, or am I okay to take it? And she says, you're okay to take it. So, okay. Then still at the library, I got some books. And my library has 25-cent soft covers and 50-cent hardcovers. And I picked up this book, The Complete Guide to Pitching, which at the time I picked this up, again, I picked this up for $1.25. And it has a DVD in the back of it. So, I mean, that's a big plus, right? The Complete Guide to Pitching DVD, Human Kinetics. And it's got lots of pictures and everything in it. But these were comping for between 15 and 20 at the time I got this. So, that's a win-win, you know? $15 and $20. You can't beat that for $1.25. This one I picked up at Sports, The Complete Visual Reference of Sports. This was a hardback, so this was 50 cents. And I think this one was only comping for like $6 or $7. And it's got all the different sports in it, with an explanation of its origin and how it's played and things like that. So not a huge profit on this, but it's not a library book. So I don't have to list it as a library book, although I do sell, believe it or not, I do sell a lot of library books. You'd think that library books wouldn't sell, but I take the plastic off of the covers and I take the stickers off of them, and they look as new and complete as possible. So I do well with library books. So I got that one, and this is a thick hardback. It's a quality made book. So I should be okay with that one. Now this one I was super excited to get, and I've watched a couple documentaries on this gentleman, but Banksy, and I haven't even comped this one, Banksy Wall in Peace. If you don't know who Banksy is, he is a famous, renowned street artist. And he goes around and paints pictures and like stencils, paintings onto buildings and everything in New York. And it's illegal to do that. Nobody knows who Banksy is. That's why he's got like this mask on. Because nobody knows who he is. And he won't reveal himself. And he does his art just for the notoriety of it. And what's really neat about Banksy is he sold a piece of art, just a stenciling, mind you, framed stenciling for $1 million in an art show, okay? And then, as soon as the gavel drops, okay, and it's sold, instantly, there's a shredder built into the bottom of the frame, and the picture goes down. It's just an 8x10, right? The picture goes down the shredder and shreds halfway through. So now half of your picture that you just spent $1 million on is whole, and half of it is shredded. And the whole, if you watch the video on YouTube, you can find it, but the whole room erupts because nobody is expecting that. You know what I'm saying? No one's expecting their $1 million piece of art to shred. So the owner's like, you know, I am paying $1 million for a whole piece, and this is shredded. And the people are like, you know, the auction house is like, well, we didn't know that was going to happen. And clearly it was supposed to happen. And that's the way the artist envisioned for it to happen. So there was a big hoo-ha because it happened after the sale. So the buyer didn't get to see the final product until after he was already committed to buying it. And I think the artist, and the artist said that was supposed to happen. Banksy said it was supposed to happen. And the person that actually bought it was fine with it in the end. He was fine with it. He took it. It made it more valuable. Now it's worth, I think, $3 or $4 million because it's shredded. It's crazy. But this is a book on him, and it shows different pieces of art. Like, okay, here's a cow he painted. But, here's one of his works that he did just on the side of a building. I mean, and here's another one. It's a person just on the side of a building. He's got a really famous one of a rat. Well, that's a rat here. Well, that's not the famous one. Here it is. This rat with the umbrella. It's really small. It's only about 9 inches tall. But he'll go around and paint things like that on the sides of buildings. And some people like it, and some people don't. So some business owners are all upset, and others are okay with it because it brings attention to their buildings. They don't want to paint over it. He's just really renowned. And so I thought, that's a good find. That's a really good find. So I got that. I haven't comped that yet, but that's okay. And then I got this airbrush painting techniques. I don't know what this is going for currently because I didn't comp it, but any tutorial type of book goes for good money. Ooh, sorry about that, guys. So for a quarter, I'll get my money back for a quarter. Not worried about it. And then I got a book on Pollock, which I want to read. And then after I read, I will go ahead and sell it. But you guys know who Pollock is. Maybe you don't. I'll show you. He's the famous drip artist. He does a lot of his paintings are the drip format or, you know, slapping format. There's a famous story, and I actually know this woman now. I friend requested her on Facebook like 5 years ago, and we've gotten to know each other. Her name's Terry Horton, and she acquired it was a gift from a friend, a large Pollock. And for $5 from a thrift store, her friend thought it was ugly and bought it for her and thought, she's not going to like it. And she kept it. She had it, the art world would not say or admit that it was an actual Pollock. But I watched a documentary on it, and she had a forensic scientist come in, take chip marks off of the painting, analyze the chip marks with the paint cans in Pollock's studio. They let him go into Pollock's studio and analyze the chips off of the floor, chips off of the paint cans, and they match. There's also a thumbprint on the back of the painting that is said, you know, in paint, that is said to match Pollock also. But the art world still, you know, to save face, is not going to admit that it's a Pollock, because all their experts looked at it and said, no, this isn't a Pollock. This isn't a Pollock. Well, they're not going to admit that they were wrong, right? They're the experts. You know, they have to save face. And she was actually offered $50 million, and she turned it down. And I told her, I said, Terry, you're batshit crazy. And, you know, she messaged me back. She said, I have to adjust this, sorry. She messaged me back, and she says, Kelly, I know it's worth more than that. I know it's worth more than that. And I'm like, Terry, you're a 74-year-old trucker. Don't you want to retire and live the rest of your life in comfort? And she says, no, I know it's worth more than that. You know, this is my son's inheritance. And to this day, she still has it. She's still got it. I haven't talked to her in years. It's been a couple years since we've messaged back and forth, but I should hit her up and see how she's doing. I should message her and see how she's doing. But if you look her up, Terry Horton, Terrihort, I think it's O-N. There's a picture of her, you know, an elderly woman with a, you know, silver hair or grayish hair piled here, you know, in front of the painting. It's really, if you watch the documentary, it's really, really interesting, you guys. You'll find it really interesting. So, okay, I got that book on Pollock. And then I got this book for me, and I will eventually sell it, but it's Masterpieces in Class. And see, like this plastic that comes on library books, I will take this off. So this plastic won't even be on this book. But you know I like glassware. And so I got this to read and to learn, and I may just keep it. Like I do my costume jewelry books. So I may just keep it, but that is from the library. So 50 cents for that. Woohoo! Okay. Now the Goodwill. That's mail. From the Goodwill. This is the Goodwill that's everything is half off. This says on the back, Stitched with Affection by Barb Tolmax for Yvonne Booth, 9/1/15. And I paid $1.50 for this. But isn't this adorable? I love this. I'm torn as to whether I want to, it's a needlepoint, hang it up in my office because it's so pretty and beautiful and I love it. Or do I want to, let me fix this. Hang on, guys. Sorry, I can't record with my computer, so I record with my phone. And yes, I hillbillied it and I taped it to my monitor. So that's how I do it. I tape my phone to my monitor if I want to record. It works. Okay. And then I got this dirty green-winged teal duck mallard ice bucket. It's in good shape on the inside. It's in good shape on the outside. But it is by George Briard. And they go for about $30, guys. $30, $35. This ugly 70s, 80s ice bucket comps for about $30 to $35. So I will clean this ugly bucket up and I will sell it. Because clearly somebody thinks it's beautiful. And then I picked up 4 melamine bowls. Come on in, Cindy. Just a minute, I'm taping a video. Just wait in the living room, okay? My sister stopped by. So I'm almost done. You want to say hi to everybody? Yeah, I didn't think so. 4 melamine bowls. And I do well with melamine bowls. I don't know what it is. But they are that greenish, yellowish color. That's my only hesitation. But they're nice bowls. They're nice bowls. And I got these for 50 cents a piece. So for $2, I'll turn this into $15. Easy. So, not worried about that. And then I got, this is the last item. I picked up for $2.50 4 Nautica. And I can't remember what these comp for, but it was enough for me to pick them up. And they're a really cute pattern. So I picked up this set of 4. There's no chipping. There's no anything. I haven't looked at the bottoms of the other ones because they're all taped. But they're in really good shape. And I'm hoping to get about $20 out of the 4. That's my hope. But of course, I run sales and take best offers, so we shall see what I end up getting. And that, you guys, is my haul. That's what I got from the Goodwill. So not much from the Goodwill, but I sure cleaned up at the public library. Check your public libraries, guys. I'm telling you, it's a treasure trove of wonderful items, and I'll bet your library's got free items too. Okay, that's it. My sister's in the living room, so I'm going to go say hi to my sister and have some coffee and chit chat, and I will see you guys later. If you are new to my channel, Hip Flippin' Mama, hit the like button, make a comment down below, and let me know what kind of stuff you'd like to see. Give me constructive criticism. Did you like it? Did you not? Did I talk too fast? Was I too excited? And also hit the like button, guys. And hit the notification button so the next time I post a video or I go live, you know about it. And if I don't see you before, I'll see you Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time for my jewelry auction. All right, guys. Mwah. Mama loves you.